We had played there several times, and there was no stage. It was just like you're back on the back.
Oh yeah,
and
okay.
the owner's wife.
Yeah,
every band I know that's toured through there has played there. So it's like the owner's wife got the hots from me for some reason in the middle of the gig, and kept trying. She was
that could go somewhere.
She was drunk. It was not good, and so bless his heart, like our guitarist and our bass player were like. I was behind them and I was on the floor and like she kept trying to come up and talk to me and they kept like
shielding her?
They kept hitting her with the headstock of their guitar.
Hitting her with what?
They were like the headstock of their guitar. They were just like he'd be playing a solo and he'd be like driving her back like with his guitar. And I was like, thank you. Back. I was like, thank you. And then she'd scoot over to the bass player side and like he would be like, nope. And like they were just closing down everything that was coming toward me. And I was like, thank Jesus.
They were protecting
and then we took a break though, and then I was like, well, what the fuck am I gonna do now? And I was like,
you were worried you get a hold of you.
Dude, I just sat back. I was like, I'm not leaving my drum set. I was like, y'all have to go get me a drink, and I'm gonna stay right here. And if I have to pee, somebody's gonna walk to the bathroom.
You thought she'd mess with you and her husband would shoot you? Like,
I mean, yeah, because he's an irrational person. It was not a good relationship already, and I was like, I didn't want to be in the middle of that, like at all. So it was like that was, and that's honestly one of the little ones. Like that's not even.
It's a fun one though.
Yeah, it's a fun one. Right. It's good, but I mean, I started playing.
It's a burden being such a sexy person.
Oh, it is. It's also this thing like this city like. It has the capability of like you staying in town and playing music. Like you can make you gotta hustle your ass off, but like you can actually stay in town and play music and make a living playing music.
Yes.
And there's not a lot of cities in the United States that you can actually do that without like
definitely
touring
you can count that on one hand.
Yeah, but you can do that, and that develops this sort of culture, and it I don't know. It's an interesting thing. I always like because there's not a lot of cities you can do that. New York, I guess you can. But it's a pain in the ass.
No, you can't do it in New York. It's so expensive.
It's so expensive, right? That's the thing. And then L.A. Good God,
you have turning tricks. You have turning tricks, and then it works out.
Yeah.
Timmy turned a lot of tricks, so he made the big time.
It was all worth it. It was all worth it in the end.
Yeah.
You know, my whole career is like, well, you gotta pigeonhole yourself, and I just never did.
Bullshit.
Because I had a country music upbringing.
You've been told that too. Right. You're all over the place. You don't have much.
Country music, and then at some point, it all sounds like you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Right. That's right.
So you don't have to worry about that because you are you, and whatever you're playing is distinct because of your voice, and
I like that.
Well, when we're writing, Mark always falls back on the bossa nova style.
Oh, well, yeah. I try to. Since
We wrote a song called Kill Bossa Nova.
Yeah. Kill Bossa Nova. Kill Bossa.
I can't actually repeat the lyrics, but okay.
Oh, I get an idea.
That was not going to get on the video.
Kill Bossa Nova.
That was better than the song that we made up.
Oh my God!
She's the baby. No, because there's an interesting story from Nashville. There's this guy who's had a number of hit songs, and there was somebody that called up to his publishing company and basically said, "Yeah, you know that hit song that so and so wrote?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well, it was my idea. Where's my money?" And they just like, oh, we'll check into it, we'll get back to you, like, so and anyway, like the first time the person was very nice, the second time was, where's my fucking money? And so like the third time, the writer was in the office, and I was like, give me the phone. It's like, yeah, I hear that you wrote my hit song, whatever it was. And he's like, yeah, it was my idea. He said, all right, well, I wrote this with so-and-so and so-and-so, and we wrote it in Philadelphia. Were you in Philadelphia at the time? He's like, well, no, but it was my idea. I came up with it first. He said, I hear you claim to have written 2 or 3 of my other hit songs. It's like, yeah, well, those were my ideas too. And he was like, "Did you write any of my shitty songs?" And it was like, what? He's like, the 1,000 songs that I had to write in order to get that song.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Never heard from the guy again.
No.
Well, right with people.
Well, if you write with
I
Mark,
didn't
the
know.
first thing he's going to say is, "Why does anybody care?" About the character in the song.
Yeah.
No.
He's going to want to know why anybody cares.
Well, no, but one of the, we talk a lot, and the three of us have been writing songs for 20 years at least.
Wow.
No,
But I'm sorry.
it's just
Yeah.
we've all been writing forever, and I teach songwriting, and it's just
Yeah.
I tell a lot of the students, I said, look, you get to the end of the song, and you've written all the lyrics, and you've written out the lyric sheet, and you've had some of the music, and you have a melody, and all of a sudden you think you have a song, and it's like, no. You actually have to look at it and go, okay, wait, does this make any sense? If I was a person in an audience listening to this song, would I give a shit about the character that you just made up?
Right.
No, that makes
Because
sense.
if you
Right.
because if they don't,
Yeah.
it's just like you
fucked.
got to either start over or you got to throw it out and start over.
Right.
You got to start over, or you got to tweak it until
Or that's one of those times where this song you have to explain it before you play it.
Yeah.
If you
And
gotta
to me,
explain it
if
before you play it, you're fucked.
That's what I think.
Like,
If you
sorry.
really have to
Like if they
explain
can't figure
Well,
it
I
out
mean,
or
there
get
are-
something out of it themselves,
Well, if
that's
it's-
the thing,
if it's-
There,
Like,
It's a catchy. I mean, if
I don't-
it's- Right. They may
No,
not
go
get
ahead,
the
I'm sorry.
lyric.
right.
I don't particularly
Always.
care one way or the other. If I feel like it's good enough, I'll play it. I don't care.
Right.
if
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
it or
oh, no,
not.
yeah.
I just.
But I mean, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I like to allude. I don't like to, I don't necessarily like to spell things out.
No, I like that
No,
too.
and
I like
I-
No,
like
I
the
just
ambiguity
mean that
too.
basically that if you after you've looked at the lyric sheet,
Yeah.
if you don't give a shit about the character,
Right.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Then
Yeah,
nobody
like
else is
clean
gonna-
straight lines.
But you know,
That song
yeah,
sucks.
yeah.
Right.
And
It just sucks.
but
Like
you had
I
to-
tried.
It's like you had to get it out of your system,
Right.
but
Right.
it's
you
like
know, maybe, and that'll lead to something else.
But
Right.
just
Like,
as an
Right.
artist too, and as somebody
It's
that
like
teaches
clearing the-
art and shit like that, would it's like I don't know. And my favorite. I mean, I love the idea that like artists, you look like a fucking Dolly painting, and like he's not gonna explain this fucking painting to you. It's like,
No.
and I'm not gonna explain it to you. You read a poem, and I don't want to tell you what this is
Right.
about. I know
Yeah.
but that's the thing. It's because the whole point of fucking art is like you should get what you want
Yeah.
out of it. It's like I hate it when somebody like it's terrible. Like you got a great song that you really like or something like that, and it always means something to you, and then you read something about what that song's about, and
it kills your
it doesn't
joy.
necessarily ruin it, but it does. Like, but you know what? Right?
Yeah.
It does. You're like, well, fuck.
Yeah, it
now,
kinda does.
now this
You're
doesn't
right.
like
You're right.
fit into this moment,
like-
or it doesn't
Yeah.
fit into this
Case in
thing.
point, Panama. I thought that was about a chick, man.
I thought it was about.
It's about a car.
I thought it was about adjusting
Ruined
your
it.
seat, but. I really thought I was getting a blowjob in the front seat of a car. Really, is what I thought that song was about. Like I'm
Buzzkill.
sliding the seat back, pull my shorts down, take my flip flops off.
Yesterday I drove 6 hours home from Galveston, and I was like, I was thinking I would write this song called "My Heart Is Like a Little Town." That everybody gets lost and everybody turns around.
Oh, that's nice. I like that a lot.
Okay, is that
And then-
copyrighted?
No.
It is now if you recorded it.
It is
actually,
now.
so
It's called.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that's fine.
And then some guy screams out from the audience in Galveston. He's like, "Is there a whorehouse in the town?" And I'm like, "It's just a night. Come on, why you gotta put a whorehouse in my town?"